friendly farmers, Farmer Minn here. Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. I also want to give a very special good morning cheers to a wonderful person, Kiara, and her father, Brian. Good morning to you too. What a wonderful day it's going to be. Wish you guys both a great day. Eat that cereal now, Kiara, and have a great day. Anyways, we are busy doing some cultivation here on the farm. I tell you what, it has been absolutely just busy here the last couple days. Today is going to be one of those days. I kind of feel like I'm going to be running around with my head cut off, getting all kinds of things done. Right now, I am just doing some cultivation over here by the sheep farm. The one half of it here, holy buckets, I am doing some terrible driving. The one half of it here, on this half of it, you can kind of see the, well, no, it's over there a little bit. We're going to spray some pre-emergent herbicide on this half of it, so we'll get there in just a little bit. But anyways, with that said, James is down here with the T6 and the trailer. He's going to take over for me. I've got a couple things to go do. I got a few phone calls this morning. I got one heck of an email that I'm going to have to get to here in a second. Well, the thumbnail probably kind of gave it away what's going on there, but there you have it. That's all good. So, I'll park up here. James can jump in the big bud. He can take over. He's all excited about that. I think between the waitress at the diner and this big bud are his two favorite things in life. But, yeah, so let's see. Let's start with the first thing. I'll leave this run here for James. He can kind of take over that. Just a little bit left to do from here, you know, a little bit there ways, but let's see. Let's just hop the fence here. James, you can have her go at her, buddy. Good luck to Halo Sheep. How are you this fine morning? Awesome. What happened? First of all, I want to check and see how much wool is in here. 678, so not a whole lot. What happened is we had a great demand for wool pop up. So I do have the 3 pallets. I think we're almost about $6,000 per 1,000 liter. So I got 3 full pallets there. Let me yeah, all 3 of these have to be full. Why would I put them in here? There we go. There's 2, 4, 6. So that's 6. Yes, I mean that's 36,000 just in wool. That's not too shabby. I could use a little bit of extra cash because I have some things that I want to get done, and that 36,000 could go a long way. But first things first, let's get these pallets loaded, and then I'll talk to you about the other things going on today. Let's get in here to the T6. I think James was filling it up, so that's full. Now the key is, without hitting the side of the barn here, last time you saw me load up some pallets of wool into my pickup truck, that was an absolute disaster. So I am going to try to do this on the trailer here just a little bit better, and we'll see how it goes. This T6 is a little bit big in here, but all I got to do is just kind of get it outside of the shed here, and we'll get these loaded up, ready to go. 50, I think it's at, well, no, 5,800. I think the great demand is 5,800, but still, that's not bad. According to our projected chart, you know, we're right up there in that ballpark. So it might be a good thing if we get rid of it here. And besides, for what I got going on, I'm going to need a little extra cash, and I'll tell you about that as the day goes on here. Other than that, I think Farmer Manu is down at the pig farm, taking care of the pigs. We've had some bursts. Let's just look real quick. Backwards. Where am I going here? For crying out loud. Backwards. We have got 108 sheep, so we've gone up in sheep. They are producing every 6 hours and 52 minutes. Holy buckets. Pigs, we've gone up a little bit there. They're about every 27 hours. Cows, no reproduction rate at the moment, but that is, that's okay. But everything seems to be taken care of, except for my cows could use a little attention to. But that's all right. That is good. Okay, let's get this wool all filled up here. 3 pallets, not that big of a deal. And we'll take that down to the sell point. And then we'll be on to the next project of the day. As far as planting schedule goes, oops, don't hit the trailer there. There's nothing that we can plant. We're still outside of our corn and soybeans window, so that's okay because we got projects lined up. I mean, I have been, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It's like the local farmers in the area, and in this case, one local business said, you know what, that Farmer Minn, he's kind of not doing anything at the moment. Let's get him busy, and that's what they've kind of come up with. So, yeah, that's okay. That is just fine and dandy. I don't mind the work. Hey, I'm not against work. I am not against work. And then the other news, which, whoa, the buckets. Look at that. Flying pallets of wool here. Not only did we have flying sheep at one time, but apparently now we got flying pallets of wool. That is not good. That is not good. I'm going to knock this pallet right over, ain't I? You know what? No matter what I do, no matter, it never fails. I tell you what, I am the worst wool pallet loading guy in the world, man. This is absolutely just terrible. I'll see if I can get this. Oh, heavens. Oh, heavens. I tell you. There we go. I'm a pretty darn good wool pallet flipper over guy. Trying to right side it up there. But when it comes to loading pallets of wool, I am not the man to call. Nope. I am not a professional at that. Professional truck driver, professional farmer, but not a professional wool pallet loading guy. Thank goodness I only have 2. Could you imagine if I had to do like 20 pallets of this? Maybe even 10 would be about terrible. But then again, I would not make you sit through and watch that because that would just be absolutely miserable. That would be absolutely miserable. Okay, now where was I? Bad news. I have some bad news. And thank heavens, I mean, thank the Lord that everything turned out to be all right. But our good friends, Mr. and Mrs. Aussie, who we purchased the Farmer Minn from, not local couple, they kind of, I would say they kind of buy and refurbish older tractors. But they were working on their new project, which, trying to think what it was a the D40, a Gildner D40, I think, loader tractor. And they haven't got the loader put on it, but they have they had it without the loader on it, I'm trying to say. And Miss Aussie, God bless her, she is doing much better in the driving ability. But, just still working on it, still working on the tractor driving. Was taking it out for a little test run to see if it was still leaking. I think it was leaking oil or something like that. And, oh man, I mean, it's sad, sad news. I don't know if it was a tractor's fault. Probably was a tractor's fault. Lost control and hit a tree. Hit a tree. Yep, not good. Not good at all. And, to be honest with you, not just any tree. No, she hit the lone oak tree. Yep, devastating. It is bad. It is bad, I tell you. But thankfully, she is okay. So we promised, or I should say, I promised Mr. and Mrs. Aussie that I would go down there and recover the tractor. That pallet just did not want to cooperate. Okay, thank heavens the pallet loading is done. We can hook up to the trailer. So I promised them that I would go down there and get the tractor, and that I would get a hold of Jeremy, our good friend Jeremy at Nicholson Farm JL, the repair shop, and get that taken care of. So I called him this morning, and he informed me that, hey, I'll tell you, he says, you know what, Farmer Minn, you get it loaded up on a trailer, I'll come get it, and life will be good. So thank heavens for him that he is going to take care of that, and he'll get the the necessary body work repairs that Mr. and Mrs. Aussie cannot do, and then return it to them, and they can continue with their refurbishment. You could say, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, refurbishment. And because actually I think they were kind of hoping that maybe Happy or I would buy that for Happy's Hobby Farm, being that it was a loader tractor. So we got that to do too. So to kind of summarize everything, we have a email, a case conclusion. So I got to get to that. Got to get to the local businesses that are requiring our assistance. Got to get to the tractor and the devastation of the lone oak tree, which I know, it's sad. Absolutely just sad. But you know what? it's okay. Life goes on. And we'll get to that. And yeah, that's kind of some of the day. But right now, at the moment, let's get this wool into the woolery, down to the woolen linen. What the heck is the place called again? Green oak wool. That's what I was trying to think of. Green oak. I wonder why do they call it green oak? Is it a green oak? I didn't know there was such a thing as a green oak. But we'll get that down there. We'll get this sold. Oh yeah, the other thing I do want to do, and I'm wondering if the T6 will pull it. I don't know. I do have that big Sanford plow. Being that I got a lot of my fields plowed up, I'm thinking about probably parting ways with that. I did contact some local farmers in the area that were interested in that, and they thought maybe they would be. So I'm going to bring that up to the dealership, and they can take care of that. So that's okay. I don't mind it. We had the old Webb one, so I really don't need two of them. And you know, I only got $23,000 in the bank. Luckily, when I pull in here to Green Oak, well, I'll show you the overnight stats. We did we make money or break even? I'll have to think about that. Well, let's pull into here. We should get about $36,000 for it, I believe. There we go. 36,000 on top of 22. 36, 22 would be 8, 50, 68,000. We'll see what we get here. $55,186 we got for wool. Well, was that right? 56. Let's see. We had 246 times 6 is 30. Oh yeah, 35,000. I was reading that wrong. 35,186. Holy fucking shit, that didn't make any sense. Yeah, 35,000 in wool. Well, that's dandy because we're gonna need that here in a little while, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Anyways, next thing is, okay, that project's done. The sad tree and tractor ordeal, we'll have to wait till later. The next thing is I got a phone call from Ian and Sons, or the lumber company. They own a few pieces of property, a few parcels of land next to Ian and Sons Lumber Company, and they had that rented out to a local farmer who came upon hard times and actually did not get the crop harvested off those two fields. So they contacted me and asked me if I would do some subcontracting work for them by getting those fields plowed up, and then maybe do some custom planting for them. So that is an option. Well, actually, it's not an option anymore, because I kind of said, yeah, sure, no, I can handle that. So I think between plowing and planting, we will make about, I think, roughly about $25,000. So that's not too shabby. And then the other thing they asked me is if I would be interested in raising some poplars for them. And I said, hey, listen, man, I know nothing about poplars. I mean, come on, I don't want to raise poplars. They said, well, it's kind of worth your while. So they talked me into it nonetheless. They did. And so I said, okay, I will raise some poplars for you. So with that said, there is a parcel of land that I am considering getting and putting some poplars on. Well, once again, I am not considering, because as you can see, I bought some poplar seed. So our poplar pallets, oh heavens, I tell you what, it's just one of those days, where too much stuff going on and I'm just kind of whoops, I don't want to put more straps on the empty trailer. I want to take these straps off. There we go. Okie dokie. So, yeah, I figured I was going to get the plow first, but let's get this first. Get these all kind of loaded up here. These shouldn't be that bad. More pallet stacking. I mean, I tell you what, my day is filled with stuff that I'm not very good at. But anyways, I am not going to make you suffer and watch me do all this. I will load these up. Look at that. Look at how simple that worked. If it all could be that easy, and get these put onto the trailer here. Oh! And then we can move on with our day. We'll get this project going. Farmer Minn has volunteered so nicely. I tell you what, I don't know if it's more of a volunteered or if I said, hey, Farmer Minn, you have a project to do today. Now, before I say a bad word, I am going to wrap this pallet loading up, and I will be back with you very, very shortly. Okie dokie, got them all loaded up, and we will head down to the field that I am going to purchase. Yes, I just say contemplate. No, I'm going to purchase. I mean, I already got the darn seed here. They do have a, whoa, stay on the road there. They do have a planter that I can borrow at Ian Sons or use. Holy buckets, for crying out loud, man. Stay in your lane. Boy, this is terrible. So take this down there. I am going to purchase the land kind of adjoining the pig farm. It's not my first choice as a field, being that it's so close to the pig farm, but it's just going to work out pretty darn good, I think. I think it's about the right size that they were requiring at Ian & Sons. So I'm going to purchase that, hence maybe the $35,000. Holy buckets. I got to get something checked here. My steering is way off. Look at that. I am all over the road. Terrible. So yeah, so it's going to work out pretty good because that $35,000 basically for the wool is basically going to cover the field cost. So that'll work out pretty good. Local farmer I spoke with said, hey man, I've been trying to sell that little piece of land to whoever bought the pig farm and never wanted it, so you can have it for this great low price. So that's going to work out pretty good. So we're just going to do the final transaction here, and we'll be good to go. And then Farmer Manu is going to come down and relieve me eventually of this planting process. There's that planter I think that they have. Yep, look at that right there. So that should work out pretty good. The reason I have more pallets is because Ian & Sons thought that the parcels of land they own, this is one of them right here, and they would put in some poplars. But anyways, right here on the corner, this is it here. I'll show you the map. This is field number 20. Oops. Field number 20. The pig farm's right up there. Farmer Victor owns this, $36,000. So basically, that's just what I just made it wool. So we agreed on that price. We're going to finalize that. There you go. There you have it. So basically, I'm kind of back where I started from, in a sense. But we'll get this fertilized, we'll get this plowed, and then we're going to get some poplars in the ground there, and that'll fulfill our contract to Ian & Sons there. But in the meantime, let's see, where should I put this thing? Maybe I should just pull it up here on the edge. This can stay here for the poplar harvester. Yeah. Right there should be good. Okay, now, that project will be underway here shortly, because we have to use, we're going to use this tractor for the poplar planting, but I need to get that plow up to the shop. Well, do I need to do that now? Yeah, let's get that done with, and then we can get that at least there up to the shop, so if one of the local farmers who are interested want to purchase it, it'll be up there for them, and I don't have to worry about that no more. And then we will go down to Ian & Sons, we'll get that poplar planter, and we'll get started on that. Farmer Manu will then come out and relieve us, which will be good. And then I suppose the next thing after that will be going to take care of this tractor tree accident, devastation, death, as you want to put it. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It really, really is heartbreaking. I mean, you know, I know the symbol of it. I know the, I know what it means, and it's sad. It is. This farm was named after that tree, but you know what? You know, tractors hit tree all the time. You know, it's one of those things. But plow, yeah, and we'll get up there and take care of that here shortly. But let's get this plow up. Yeah, I think we're not going to be using the plow. We're just going to be hauling it up there. We should be able to pull it with this thing. I would hope. I would hope. Whoa, easy there, tractor. Easy there. And I know I spoke with Miss Aussie, absolutely devastated by this. But nothing we can do about that. Yeah, it's been a nice plow, but you know what? I just don't feel like I have any other use for it. No reason to have it. Come on there, tractor. Get up and running. Yeah, once we get here, we'll be up and running. But might be a slower. I suppose the T8's in there. I could use that, but being that I'm using this thing, maybe we should haul up there with the T8. This is not pulling real well. Yeah. Okay. We'll leave it there. That's not going to work as well as I expected. I don't know why it won't pull it. Let's just park this over here. I'm going to go get the T8, and I'm going to haul this up to the store. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to haul this up to the store, and then I'll see you back here, and we'll get going with our poplar planting. Yeah, T8. Here we go. Here we go. Fire this puppy up, and this will pull it up there. We'll just pull it up there with this thing and be done with it. Yeah, then you don't have to horse around with some slow speeds. It's all good. It's all good. We got everything kind of figured out. Farmer Manu is plowing right up here on this new field that we purchased. I have got the T6 with the planter from Ian & Sons right over there, and got a pallet on there, pretty dandy. Suzicreamcheeze is out spreading some fertilizer. She is working on her contract with Ian & Sons for their 2 fields by their place. So she's going to spread some fertilizer here on there, and then we'll get that plowed up as well. She also did spread on here, so we should be good to go. I'm going to start the poplar planting process, and then we will, Farmer Manu will probably get over when he is done plowing that. So that works out pretty good. Happy, I think he's over on Happy's Hobby Farm, working things out there. So I'm going to try to figure this out here. And I'm not so sure on, I never, well, no, I have. What am I talking about? I planted lots of poplars. I planted poplars on Woodshire. I planted poplars in Oregon Springs. So I should be a professional at this. Let me see. Now we can do some row spacing. I'm trying to think what we should space them out at. Let me open up the menu here, and we can kind of figure that out. Let's see. Oh, saw the planner there. Let's see. We are on 10 at the moment. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go for 5. I'm gonna go for 5. We can turn that off as well. We don't need that on anymore. I'm gonna go for 5. So we'll fire that puppy up. We'll set that puppy down. Whoops, I'm kind of maybe not in the field yet here. Let's see. Get in the field there. Set that puppy down, and we'll see how this goes. Should be a nice straight shot. I'm gonna turn GPS on here and see how it goes. And there it goes. It's a slow process, but I think we have the potential to make some money at this thing. As soon as Farmer Manu gets done with that, we can teach him how to run this piece of equipment. Should be pretty self-explanatory though. You know, I remember on Oregon Springs, I made a pretty good penny off poplars. I think I did pretty well. Woodshire, I can't quite remember what I made on poplars at Woodshire, but we have this field to plant, which is going to be a big one. And then Ian & Sons is talking about planting poplars on that field right there. They own that one right there. See, that is 19. And then they own 8 as well, where Suzicreamcheeze is over there now at the moment. So they have both those fields. I don't know if it's going to be all poplars. But, you know, that might not be a bad thing if it is, because maybe we can work out a deal with harvesters, so then we won't have the huge expense by ourselves. So far right now, what the contract states is that we are going to get these fertilized, plowed, and seeded, and they will pay us $25,000 for that that work, which is not too shabby. Plus, they have to pay for the fertilizer and seed that we use for their fields. But yeah, boy, this is a dandy of a process. Looks like Farmer Manu is just kind of finishing up that strip over there. That's not too shabby. You know, I kind of like poplars. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to plant, but you know what? I kind of, ooh, easy there, Farmer Manu. I kind of like them. I kind of do. pretty good. It's a slow planting process, to say the least, but look at that. Nice straight line. GPS is working out pretty good. There goes Farmer Manu. Yeah, life goes on. So we're going to get this going here for a little bit, and then we need to... I talked to my good friend Brandon C. He just lives just down the house, down the road here. He's kind of a chicken farmer. Anyways, I talked to him about borrowing a flatbed trailer, a low loader kind of thing. So he said, yep, you betcha, you certainly come over and get that. So we're going to borrow that and go get that tractor out of the tree, or the tree off the tractor, whatever way it may be. But that's, you know, the more I think about it, it's kind of sad. It really is sad. It's the end of an era, you could say. But we'll figure that out when we get over there. But in the meantime, we have some poplars. Farmer Manu will just finish that up, and then he can take over for me here just a little bit. But we will see how this goes and commence with poplars. Planting poplars is a relatively slow process. Holy buckets. I am glad to be out of there. Farmer Manu has taken over for me. Going to finish up some poplars. I didn't do too bad. I went through one pallet. Yeah, kind of double planting these things, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. In the meantime, while I was doing that, Farmer Manu came over here and started plowing this up. Got a good chunk of it done. Left the plow and cultivator there for later because I need the T8. We have to go fix this tractor tree problem. So we're going to drive down. Let's see. Well, we can go this way. We'll just go the long way here. But that's going to turn out pretty nice. I'm kind of happy with that poplar field. You know, it's something different. It's something fun. It's something exciting, I tell you. But in the meantime, we're going to run over to Brandon C's house, and we are going to borrow that low loader trailer that he has. And we'll go up and get the tractor out of the tree, or the tree off the tractor, whatever it may be. And I got my chainsaw and oil, my chain bar oil, all ready to go here. So we're gonna have to go cut that up, and then probably have to get the wood chipper up there, take care of the tree. Even though it is not on my property, I kind of feel responsible because of Mrs. Aussie hitting it. So I told the landowner that I would take care of it for him, and he thought that was just absolutely a brilliant idea. So we'll go do that. We're going to get that tractor loaded up, and then we'll put that back to the farm. I'll probably back into the shop because Nicholson Farm JL will come by. They will take it and get it all fixed up, ready to go. So here's Brandon C's house. Oh, there's a low loader back there. So let's just back up and we'll hook up to that. I did get a winch. I got my winch and some straps so I can, oh boy, am I going to fit in here? So I can just winch that tractor up onto the trailer. That should be okay. It's one of those fancy, nice winches. It fits right on the tongue of the, or not the tongue, but the back of the trailer here. And I just winch it down and winch it back up. So it'll be pretty cool. So that is that. That's all hooked up. So let's see if we can get out of here, and we'll go get that tractor and take care of the tree. It's so sad. It is so sad. Boy, Brandon's got some chickens down there. Nice. I wonder what he does with the eggs. I could use some eggs and bacon in the morning. But anyways, that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, go this way here. And then we can see how Farmer Manu is doing here. Look at that. Right back at her. Down again. I tell you what, good deal. Good thing. It is actually beautiful, beautiful mid-spring day here. 54 degrees. I mean, I thought it would be a little warmer, but has not quite warmed up real well. Before we get there, let's just stop here. I want to show you one thing real quick that I have been contemplating on. This field here is for sale. 98,000. Peter Wood is asking for that. 6 hectares. Boy, you know what? I could join that with my other one. Yeah, that would be a nice field. That was one that I was actually kind of looking for. When I talked about fields earlier, it was actually this one here, the poplar one that we're planting, and this one. 98,000, you know? I don't know. That's a lot of money. I mean, I'd have to borrow it, so I'd have to dig right back into that $1 million operating loan that I already have. Even though I just paid off 100,000 of it. But I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Did Donnie have us scheduled to put soybeans or corn in here? I think this was supposed to be. I have to go look, because that'd be a dandy field. Anyways, my goal is for the coming winter is to get a bunch of corn planted. That's why I have corn on the agenda for a bunch of silage. Yep, I want to do some massive silage stuff to increase the bank balance. Is kind of what I'm trying to think of. So anyways, that would probably be for the coming winter. But anyways, let's get up here. Let's check out this situation that Mrs. Zossi has got herself into. But and we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. They are such nice, lovely people. Have really come to enjoy their friendship. So we're gonna do whatever we can to make life easier. You know, hey, I remember the days when I was trying to learn how to drive a tractor. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world, you know. So you just kind of got to go with it. But you know, hey, the tree is a casualty of driving education. Let's just put it that way. Sadly enough. But yeah, we'll see how bad this is. You know, it really is a nice view up here. I tell you what, I haven't really been able to experience it. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous view. Over kind of the farm, our fields. Oh yeah, it's absolutely lovely up here. Absolutely lovely. You know, a guy should almost buy this field here too. I could buy this one and combine the two, but that'd be a pretty big field. That's getting a little carried away. But anyways, yeah, sad deal. I am very sad to announce, and some of you are not going to be happy, but it is... Oh, what am I running over? Oh, the weight. I'm sorry, I backed into the weight there. Not going to be happy. But anyways, the tree still stands, yes. Mrs. Ossie just hit the tree and knocked down a branch. We did lose a branch off the lone oak tree, but that's okay. Little branch, it can grow back. It's just a branch. The tree still stands, thank heavens. But yeah, the tractor. Well, you know, it kind of makes you wonder. All this open space, how you hit a tree, but I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up the winch, and I am just going to pull this trailer, or pull this tractor onto the trailer here. This is a dandy of a trailer, the American Bandit. Maybe I should buy myself one of these. And we'll back that up in here, and we'll get it hauled away for him. Get this branch off the tractor. One branch is not bad. I mean, you know, they can grow back. It can grow back. So stay there for a second, branch. We'll pick you up. But yeah, what a beautiful tree. What a beautiful tree. Anybody who'd want to cut that down, terrible, terrible. So we'll get things set up here, and I'll get the the Goldner G40 put up. Boy, when they get that thing fixed up and they get the loader on there, it's going to be dandy. It is going to be dandy. That wasn't too bad. That worked out pretty easy. Just came right up on there. I got the tree. I got the tree branch on here strapped down. You know, for those of you curious, if you do put something on a trailer, you can put a tree branch on top of it or whatever and strap it down. It might work. Like here, you know, these straps might hold the tractor on there, but we'll see. I'll have to get up here, and you know, sometimes we put some sealant over that or some spray paint, but we'll do that. I mean, the tree will continue to stay here for years upon years upon years. Anyways, let's get this back to the farm. I'm going to back this into the shop, and then Nicholson Farm, when they show up, they can come and take it and be ready for them. Oop, stay there, tractor. Ooh. We'll have to take it easy. That tractor is just kind of rolling. Probably some, something by hitting the tree. But we'll get her done. We'll get her done. Trying to think what I should do the rest of the evening. We do have the poplars. That harvest will continue to, or that planting will commence. You know, I was looking online, you know, I was reading about poplars and seeding equipment and all that stuff last night. I know a Lemkin makes a thing where I could attach two of those together. I could end up trying that, but I think we'll just kind of stick with it. Farmer Minn, He's got patience of Job, man. He can just keep going and going and going. So we'll be okay there. James, I believe, is all wrapped up there at the sheep farm. So we'll look at my map here, my fancy app, in just a little bit when we get this thing put in there. And then we'll go from there. Wait for Nicholson Farm to collect it. Brandon C. said, hey, you use that trailer as long as you need it, man. So that's good. At least we'll have it for a little bit. And Nicholson Farm, jail, they'll get it back to us when they are done. But let's just put it in here. Whoa! Easy. Easy, tractor. Let's see, open that door there. Oh, look at that. The shop door's open. Or the office door. That's got to be shut. Open this one here. Get some airflow through in here, you know what I mean? Gets a little stuffy in here. I don't like my shop stuffy. Careful. Careful. There we go. We'll just unhook that. That should be good. And then we'll take this thing, put this back in the shed. And let's see. Oh yeah, we'll check the map. We'll check the animals too while we're at it. Let's see. I'm just going to leave this right here. Because I'm going to need to go down and probably check on poplars. And I can just use that tractor. So let's just check on the map how we sit. Oh, crop prices. I forgot about that. Yeah, we still have those soybeans, but that hasn't maxed out maybe for the next couple days. I did get a great demand for corn at $5.60 from Lone Wolf, but we're going to keep that for the pigs. We can't sell that anyways. What was I going to look at? Oh, yeah, the map. What am I doing here? Get with the program. Everything seems to be pretty much in order. Like I said, up here by the sheep farm, we're going to put down a pre-emergence herbicide on 23 and 24. So that would be all nice and blue there. The only other thing that we really haven't done any with is our field in the trees here. Let's see, our field in the trees. Doesn't even show up. I wonder, oh, wait. We'll go over here this way. This one here. There it'll show up. This field here we haven't really done anything with. And that wasn't on our plan, our crop plan. So we'll have to think about what to do there. One option is grass and just actually make it a big meadow and maybe do hay bales or silage bales off of that. That's an option too. That is an option. So we might do that as well. Poplars in there, yeah, it's just too crooked. You know what I mean? So if you take a look at this poplar map over here, yeah, we have that left to plow. So that's going all pretty good. He's still going good there. He's still going good. So yeah. So maybe I'll run back down there. Maybe talk to James, see what he's doing. Oh, animals too. I should check the cows. Do I need to do something with the cows? Oh boy, I gotta do something with the cows. They need to be cleaned out. Maybe a little water and power food. So let's do that right now. We'll get the old Massey Ferguson tractor here. Might as well get that done with. We'll check and see how the manure status is. I need to get manure down to the pig farm. I need to get that too because Farmer Minn told me that the manure that they have in the manure pen, the manure holding area, is gone. So either I'll have to go down to Jaren's manure sales. Holy buckets, cows. Could you become any more messier? Jeepers, creepers. Wow. Wow. 761 liters of grass laying on the floor. That's not good, cows. Come on. Get with the program here. Dump that back in there. There we go. How are we sitting for manure? Should we clean that out? Oh, yeah. We better set that up and get that out. Let's just jump the fence here. Let's see. We got a... Excuse me, cow. Oh. We got to go up there and open that door. Let me get this set up, and we'll get the manure cleaned out too over here. And then cows will be in good shape, I think. Hello, cows. You're going to have to... Oh, cow, careful. You got a conveyor through your midsection. That can't be healthy. I swear, that cow was just giving me the stare down. It kind of freaked me out there a little bit. But anyways, I think that's the manure kind of cleaned up. We have one full trailer load, so we'll hop into here. We will take this down to the... whoa, look out, building. We'll take this down to the pig farm, and we'll drop it off there. So that'll be good. That'll give us some good manure for the greenhouses and the trees. And then we'll come back. We'll probably just put whatever is left there into this trailer and just park it until we get this full of manure. That'll be all good. We don't need to haul just a little bit down there. We'll just keep it in the trailer and haul it down there when we need it. That's pretty good. That's kind of nice that we don't have to worry about having to buy manure for greenhouses and stuff. We're starting to produce enough now that will last for quite a long time. So that is good news. I'm interested to see how the poplar planting is going. But yeah, this field is still intriguing me. 98,000, 96, 98, I think it was. Yeah, that is just intriguing me. Oh boy, I would like to get that. I think I would. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Yeah, we don't want to get... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll think about it, but let's just drop this manure off here at the pig farm. Oh, I did get the potatoes all scooped up into a nice little pile there. I did that too the other day. Look at that. The poplar planting continues. Nice. Good stuff, Farmer Minn. You're doing a fine and outstanding job. As far as I am aware, the greenhouses and trees are all up to snuff. That has all been done. And I gotta learn how to back up here. So, oh, for crying out loud. I need to go back to happy school of driving once again. Terrible. Terrible. So we'll put this, we'll just dump this right here. That'll be good. There we go. Got that taken care of. Perfect. How is the poplar planting going? Where is Farmer Minn? He must be down there so far I can't even see him. Okie dokie. So that continues. I'm going to go back. I am going to get the last little bit of manure, close that up, and I think that will be it. I think. Yeah, that's kind of it. We got a lot done today. We got some fields cultivated. We got some wool sold. We got poplars on the go. Did a little manure work. We did tractor out of a tree. Yeah, so I think overall it's been kind of a successful day. Checking out Season's calendar real quick. I'll show that to you. As far as corn and soybeans go, that could probably start temperature-wise, as long as the temperatures will stay pretty good tomorrow. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Maybe in a day or two, the soybeans will probably be peaking out in price, so we can sell that when we need to. But otherwise, I would say it's been a dandy of a day. So I got the T8 hooked up to the horse planter. I got it full of seed. So I'm going to head over there. And as I do that, I am going to update you on the case closed issue. Matter of fact, let's just pull up here. I'll fill this tractor up with fuel. And then I will read you the email I got from Kansas Jim. Awesome. It was good hearing from my buddy Kansas Jim. He says, Dear Mr. Minn, I would like to apologize for the lack of updates in your theft case. Yes, cases. We were able to find a remnant of the stolen bales from your property on Lone Oak, Oregon, which was determined through soil silage analysis compared with the bales we seized. Please refer to picture 1, which I will show you right now. And finally, Mayor J.D. is the owner and CEO of a tractor dealership that was a front for a tractor chop shop outside of Boise, Idaho. Reference picture 3, which I'll show you. Mayor JD was taken into custody and was formally charged yesterday for numerous agricultural theft cases and grain futures fraud. He will remain in custody without bail until his trial. So look at that. Detective Kansas Jim has solved the case. Mayor JD was ultimately responsible for the theft of my bales. And, whoops, let's see. Where do I want to go? I'm going to go this way. And he is in custody. So that is good news. That is awesome news. I knew that little rascal, that little scoundrel, that hooligan was involved in this this thing. But there, the case of the stolen pink silage rat bales has been solved. That is good news. We can all move on with our lives. And thank you very much to my good buddy Kansas Jim for that awesome detective work and cracking the case of the stolen silage bales. So yeah, so that's that. So, as I said, as the evening falls here on Lone Oak Farm, I am going to go plant some grass into this field in the woods. The reason for that is because I don't think that it's going to make any sense to plant a crop in there. I am going to fertilize that and mow it, and we will make silage bales out of that, and we will try once again. Being that Mayor JD is in custody, we shouldn't have to worry about him coming to steal my my silage bales. You know, that guy has wreaked havoc on my life. Number one, by letting out a sheep and killing one of my sheep and then suing me, and yeah, just it's unreal. So it's a good thing that he is in jail and will no longer be a menace to the farmers of, can you believe that? Running a tractor chop shop. I mean, that is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anyways, so with that said, I think I will leave it there for this fine and outstanding day, the fourth day of spring. Tomorrow, I would hope that we will be on to some soybean corn planting. We will probably have to continue our poplar planting as well as our contract work for Ian and Sons sawmill. But I'm going to get this done tonight. This shouldn't take me too long. I got a pretty darn big cedar here. And this field is not that big, so we can wrap this up here fairly shortly. I see I got seed selected. Yep, that is good. And we will plant our grass here in this field. You know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like a little nighttime seeding. Perhaps I should have my lights on there. There we go. We'll get that kind of set up where I need to. No, I don't want to cover the road there. There we go. We'll fire that puppy up. Put that puppy down. And we will get this planted with grass for future silage bale making. Make some money next winter. But that's it. That's all I got. Thanks for stopping today. Thanks for joining us. I really do appreciate it. If you happen to enjoy the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, think about doing that as well. We would love for you to become part of the channel. Good stuff on there. As always, you got nothing to lose. But from Lone Oak Farm, the evening of the mid-spring day we had here, Farmer Minn telling you, have yourself a great day and keep between the ditches. So long.